Welcome. Today's practice is going to honor the new moon. So when there's a new moon, we don't see the moon in the night sky. There's a darkness and there's a decrease in our energy. So we can really draw inward and we can release, let go, slow down, and ultimately that'll create space so we can create some new beginnings and new directions. You're going to want to have maybe a couple bolsters or a couple blocks handy as we move through all the postures. We're going to stay low to the ground. And we're actually going to start with a little breathing technique called alternate nostril breathing. So you're just going to come into a nice comfortable seat. And then you'll take your right hand, your two peace fingers, if you want to bring them between your eyebrows. You've got your thumb on your right nostril, your ring finger on your left nostril. You're going to take a breath in through both nostrils. You're going to close the right nostril and exhale through the left. Inhale left. Now close the left nostril, exhale right. So lift the thumb. Inhale right. Bring the thumb back to the nostril and lift the ring finger, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. And continue to go back and forth. This is balancing the energies in our body, the left and the right side. The masculine and the feminine. The doing and the being. And since the new moon is very, very yin, it's very, very feminine, we're going to end this on exhaling again through the left side. Bringing the hand down, inhaling through both nostrils. And breathing slow and steady. And preparing ourselves for our first shape. Supported fish, supported heart opener, grabbing one of your props. If you have the bolster, we're going to bring it perpendicular along the spine and kind of like the bottom of the shoulder blades. So you're going to begin to lay down over it and bring the top of the head to the earth. So you're very open through the heart space. The heart space is the highest point of gravity. Arms are stretched out, maybe even legs are stretched out. We can settle into the shape, this nice, beautiful heart opener. And tapping into that long breath in and long breath out. Let yourself melt. A couple more breaths here. We'll slowly slide one foot along the mat, bending the knee, and the other foot slide it along the mat, bend the other knee, roll off to one side, and we'll move this prop out from underneath us. And we're gonna come right back down onto our back. Knees are bent. Let's hug that left knee into chest for a moment. And then we're gonna reach down, left hand, wrap it around the outside edge of the left foot. Maybe it's the ankle. And we'll sweep that left foot up towards the ceiling, really deep bend into the knee. And you can also let the right knee sink open to the side. Right, and then I like to put my right hand on my right hip. We're in a half happy baby with a half butterfly leg on the right side. Whenever you work with moon energy, we work a lot with the hips. That's the second chakra. It's ruled by the moon and by water. And the tides, they're ruled by the moon. And it's all connected. Those smooth, long inhales and long exhales. And nervous system loves that long, slow breath. And on your next breath in, just draw the right knee towards the ceiling again and the sole of the foot onto your mat. Bring it back to center. We're gonna hug the left knee into chest. We'll cross the left knee over the right knee. We'll let the knees spill down to the earth on the right side into twisted roots. And then using your hands, roll back onto your back. You can come out of it the same way you went into it. Hug your left knee into chest, roll back onto your back, right knee points towards the ceiling, and then we'll let the left foot come to the earth and we'll hug the left knee into chest. And then taking that right hand, slide down, wrap that right hand around the right edge of the foot, and we'll sweep the sole of the foot up to the ceiling. Whenever you're ready, let the left knee sink towards the earth, almost into a half butterfly leg. Moving onto this side. And noticing any differences. All of these shapes concentrate and focus on areas of our body where we like to stir up the energy, dig a little deeper, see what's going on there. And then we use the breath to just move things that need to be moved, or to settle things that need to be settled. Our issues are in our tissues. We store our experiences in our body. And that's okay as long as we take the time to move them, to soothe them, to be aware. Your next breath in, just draw that left knee to point towards the ceiling again, back onto the sole of the left foot. We'll hug that right knee into chest. And then right knee crosses left knee, let the knee spill to the earth, left side, twisted roots on this side. And any adjustments you need. If you want to throw a block or a bolster underneath that right knee, right shin, right foot, ankle area for a little bit more support, go for it. And we'll come out the same way we went in. So use both hands, roll back onto your back and hug that right knee to chest. And then slowly that left knee kind of follows left foot onto the mat. And we'll hug both knees into chest. And we can do a little rocking left, right. Just give that low back and sacrum a nice little massage. Good. And slow and steady. Tuck your fingers underneath your knees. We're gonna rock and roll to seated. And we're gonna come right on through to table. Right into one of my favorites, toe squat. Curl the toes under, hips onto the heels, and then hands onto your thighs. Settle right into those feet and toes, ankles. Taking a breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, roll left ear over to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Keep going. Go slow, explore, maybe pause. We'll end rolling the ear towards the right shoulder. Chin to chest. Chin parallel to the earth. And walk the hands forward. Take all of that weight over those toes. Beautiful job. Cross at the ankles. Come through to seated. Moving into butterfly. And I have been using props now for butterfly. I'm lucky enough to have 2 bolsters. If you have 2 blocks, if you want to support the thighs and knees. So it's maybe not so much about the hips, but we can do a nice forward fold and make it about the back. You want to sit up nice and tall, maybe some shoulder rolls, up to the ears, back down around. And then finally a breath in, sit up tall, lift through the heart, gaze up. And exhale, melt it forward, dissolve into your butterfly shape. Long, slow, inhale, exhale. Sinking a little deeper for about 6 more breaths. And then use your hands to walk back and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae with the head last to lift. Nice. Sliding any props you were using away. Crossing at the ankles, coming through to your table and coming right down onto your belly, right over to the left side of your mat. Left side of the mat, your right knee is gonna slide up out from the right hip, right ankle out from right knee. So we've got this 90-degree angle, half frog leg. You're gonna press through that left hand to do a little bit of an up dog, and you're gonna slide that right arm on through. Come on to the right shoulder and right side of head. I use a little stacked fist of my left hand on my temple. So we call this kind of like a frog twist, half frog twist. And then find that first big, long, full inhale. And dissolve into the exhale. And breathe into the shoulder blade. Down into the opening in the right hip. Good. And then press that left hand into the mat, straightening up a bit so we can unwind the right arm And we're gonna leave the leg as it is. We're gonna kind of heel walk, or sorry, elbow walk over towards the right side. We're gonna come onto the left shoulder, left side of head. Inhale, right fingertips to the sky, and then begin to open up, bringing that right shoulder towards the earth. You'll find this sort of like mid spot. Maybe the knee is off the mat. I mean, definitely the knee is off the mat. And the right shoulder is just hovering. And then breathing here in this knee down twist. For sure, you can always grab a little prop for the right knee, shin, ankle, foot. Nice work. So roll back onto your front very slowly. We'll take a bit of a pause. Stack your hands, rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Breathe deep down into the belly. And we'll do the other side. Shuffle over to the right side of your mat. Slide your left knee up, half frog leg. Press down through that right hand so we can thread the left arm on through. Come on, the left shoulder, left side of head. Use your right fist as a bit of a prop on the temple. This practice pairs beautifully with the new moon because we have decreased our energy. Now we're moving very slow. But we're also creating space in our watery joints and the hips. Last breath. Plant your right palm, straighten up your right arm, come back through to center. Elbow walk over towards that left. And then we will thread the right arm underneath the left arm. Come onto that right shoulder. And then let's open up into our knee down twist. Right, grab a prop, if you have it, a little bolster. Amazing underneath. that knee, shin, ankle. So always with the new moon, we can set a new intention for the next 4 weeks. And we always like to set the intention, state the intention as if it's already true. I am, I welcome, I am peaceful, I am calm, I sleep well every night. Whatever it may be, word it as if it is already true. And a couple more breaths here. And a beautiful transition, least amount of movement as possible. You're just going to roll onto your back and center yourself back up onto your mat. Grabbing a prop, knees are bent, we're gonna lift the hips and we're gonna bring a prop underneath the sacrum, back of the hips. Knees are bent. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. We're gonna let the knees spill wide. Lots of open space for the hips and the second chakra, the moon energy, the water energy. Hands can rest on your bolster alongside your hips. They can reach overhead. They could even rest on your 2 front hip bones there. In fact, we can do a little second chakra hand mudra. So you make the triangle. Thumb tips touch, pointer fingers touch. You've got that little triangle and you place it right over, below the belly button, right there at the pelvis, the sacrum. My 2 pointer fingers are right at the top of my pubic bone. Just adding some more energy and connection to the second chakra. A couple more breaths here. And then just moving your hands off to the side. Let's bring our knees to center, one at a time. And then we'll slide one leg long. And both legs are long. So the pelvis is the highest point of gravity now. Your next breath in, start to bend a knee and slide your foot along the mat. Bend the other knee and slide the other foot along the mat. And draw one knee to chest, both knees to chest, and extend the legs up into waterfall. And we can use gravity to draw all the fluids and allow them to pool in the pelvis area, our second chakra, connected to the moon. And then finally letting those knees come into chest. And slowly the feet find the floor. Slowly lift up and remove your prop. Hips to the earth, let your knees meet one another, like a bit like a tent. Falling into touch. And we'll take a few moments here in a supported savasana. Just allowing the body to integrate any subtle changes we've created. Allow your bones to be heavy, and the muscles and the skin and the tissues to just hang softly and warm off the bones. You're feeling supported and held by your mat. And then we'll use our hands, we'll draw one knee to chest and both knees to chest. And we can do a little rocking here. Some half circles with the knees. And really connecting with the sacrum. That triangle bone between the hips, bottom of the spine. Keeping your eyes closed, you'll roll off to one side, press yourself on up to easy seat, and we'll seal up this new moon practice. Sitting up nice and tall, we can draw the shoulders up to the ears and roll them back down around. And let's do that 2 more times. And then hands in prayer, heart center, sealing the practice. 3 things you are grateful for in this time and space right now. Three cleansing breaths. Long, deep inhale through the nose. Long, thorough exhale out through the mouth. When you're ready, eyes can flutter open. We'll regain focus in our space. Thank you so much for practicing a new moon practice with me today.